about 20 years ago, maybe 22 years now, we were pastoring in Auburn, Washington, and it was a large church, and it was about 11 o'clock. My husband was not home for the board meeting. 11:30, 12, 12:31. It was getting so late, and he was not answering his phone. And I was like, what in the world? He finally came home about 1:30 in the morning, and he was just like he had seen a ghost, and he had gone through a horrendous evening at the board meeting. They finished at about 8:45, and Dan says, okay, if there's anything else, we're going to close in prayer. And one of them said, there is one more thing. And they'd opened up the laptop, and they just started to speak 51 accusations against him. One after the other, after the other, after the other. And Dan was a pastor, of course, and he was completely taken off guard. Like, what is happening right now?
Yeah.
Literally no, he wasn't prepared for it in any way. I mean, he knew there was a little bit of tension over some things, but nothing like what happened. Fast forward, what the therapist ended up saying was that moment was a PTSD moment for him, because he was completely taken off guard. He was completely stripped. He was completely accused of things that most of them were completely untrue or unrelated and fabricated. And in all of that, you know, people's perception, truth is perception, right?
Exactly.
So to these people, if it was truth to them, but they gathered just this crazy data that about maybe 18 months later, everything was expunged from record. It was investigated, and, you know, thankfully he was in the clear.
Yeah.